Welcome to ProKitchen Software online video tutorial series. In this video, we are going to explore measurements and comments. We will locate the measurements and comments tools, place each measurement tool, edit measurements to create more precise placement, place and edit comments, and place and edit additional comment tools. ProKitchen Software has several tools to ensure precise placement and provide clear communication with the installers. To locate these tools, navigate to the tabs at the top of your ProKitchen window. Find the Measurements and Comments tab, left-click to open the ribbon. We will walk through each measurement and comment tool located here. We will start with P2P, or point-to-point, which will provide us the precise measurement between 2 points. We need to know the distance between the centers of each of the cabinets on either side of the window for lighting placement. Left-click P2P. Bring your mouse into the plan view and hover over one of the cabinets. When a purple circle displays on the cabinet, left-click to start the measurement. Then drag the mouse to the other cabinet. When a purple circle appears, left-click to set the measurement. The new dimension has placed in a less than readily visible location. To move the dimension, hover over the dimension, right-click to open the toolbox, left-click Move, and drag the dimension line into a more visible location, and left-click to secure it in place. Now that I know the dimension between these two cabinets' center points, I can use the P2P tool once more to adjust where the unaligned lighting fixture sits in the design. P2P is a dynamic dimension, meaning I can use this tool to move items by adjusting the length of the dimension line. To do this, again, we will navigate to the Measurements and Comments ribbon and left-click the P2P icon to grab the tool. Bring the mouse into the plan view and left-click on the light that will remain where it is to start the dimension. Then drag the mouse to the light we intend to move and left-click to secure the dimension line. Now that the dimension line is set, we can adjust it. Hover the mouse over the dimension line and left-click. Once you left-click on the dimension line, the current dimension will appear in the info panel on the left-hand side of the ProKitchen window. Bring the mouse into the info panel, highlight the current text, and type the appropriate desired dimension and hit Enter on the keyboard. Note, when using dynamic dimensions, the last item that you touch will be the item that moves. This will apply to each dynamic dimension. The next measurement tool is P2L, or point to line, and is an excellent tool for finding centerline dimensions for plumbing, gas lines, or electrical outlets, or to move cabinets or items to a predetermined centerline distance. We are going to find the centerline distance for the plumbing on our sink base. Navigate to the ribbon, left-click the P2L icon to grab the tool. Bring the mouse into the plan view. Hover over the sink base until the purple circle appears. Left-click to start the dimension, and drag the mouse to the left or right wall or item depending on where you need your measurement from. Once a purple line appears at the wall, left-click to create the dimension. Again, the dimension has displayed too close to the design to be easily identified, so we will need to move this line as well. Hover over the dimension, right-click to open the toolbox, and left-click Move. Drag the new dimension into place and left-click to secure. P2L is also a dynamic dimensional line and can be adjusted to fit your design requirements. But remember, with the dynamic dimensional tools, the last thing that you touch will be the item that moves when you alter the dimension. If you need to know a particular angle in which cabinets or items are placed in relation to one another, you will need to utilize the Angular tool. Navigate to the ribbon, left-click the Angular icon to grab the tool. Drag the mouse to the plan view, hover over the first item, and left-click when the purple line displays. Then, drag the mouse to the second item, and left-click once more when an additional purple line appears to create the dimension. ProKitchen will place a curved dimensional line indicating the angle in which the two items are placed from one another. This dimension line is a static dimension line and cannot be altered except by moving one or the other of the objects the dimension line is attached to. Next is the Multi-Dim tool. This tool offers you the ability to place a line that will indicate multiple distances and dimensions simultaneously. Navigate to the ribbon. Left-click the Multi-Dim to grab the tool. Drag the mouse to the plan view and hover the mouse over the item or wall in which you will begin this dimension line. Once a box appears at the desired starting point, left-click to begin drawing the dimension. Then drag the mouse over all the distances and dimensions you wish to be displayed. Once the mouse is at the desired endpoint, left-click once more to create the dimension line. As you can see, now all the distances and dimensions along the newly placed dimension line are displayed. The Multi-Dim dimension is also a static dimension line and cannot be changed unless we move objects manually. The last, but likely the most versatile of the dimension tools is the L2L, or line to line. This tool will provide the dimension between two lines and offer the ability to move items into the appropriate precise location within the design. The island in this design is not currently properly placed, so I will demonstrate how to move the island utilizing the L2L tool. Again, navigate to the ribbon. Left-click the L2L icon to grab the tool. Move the mouse onto the plan view and hover the mouse at the front of the base on the perimeter of the design. Once the familiar purple line appears, left-click to start drawing the dimension. Drag the mouse to the end of the island. Left-click once more when the purple line at the edge of the base cabinet displays. The new dimension line will give the current distance between the items. The current distance is not in line with NKBA standards, so I need to move the island to a more appropriate distance. To do this, hover directly over the newly created dimension line and left-click. The current dimension will then be displayed in the info panel to the left. To change the dimension, bring the mouse into the field and highlight the current dimension. Type in the required dimension, then tap Enter on the keyboard. This will move the entire group of cabinets without a lot of steps. Now the island is 100% placed precisely in the design for the installers to follow. We can also utilize the measurement tools in the elevation view. Open the elevation view by left-clicking the elevation icon on the toolbar. For now, I will close the plan view to better see my elevation view by left-clicking the plan view icon on the toolbar. Now, I can navigate to the ribbon and left-click to grab any of the measurement tools. Bring my mouse into the elevation view. Left-click the point or line, depending on which tool is being used, and drag to the point or line, again, depending on the measurement tool being used, and left-click to secure. One thing to note is that dimension tools used in the elevation view are static only. When I left-click on the line, the dimension does not display in the info panel and cannot be adjusted. This will apply to all measurement tools used within the elevation view and should be used for communication to your installers. The Comments tool is an incredibly useful tool to communicate extra or more detailed information to the installers, or provide comments or directions to supervisors, other designers, or assistants. To place comments in the design, navigate to the ribbon. Left-click the Comments icon. Bring the mouse into the design and left-click on the grid. A dialog box will then appear. In this dialog box is a field to type a comment. Highlight the automated text and begin typing. Once the comment is entered, you can select a new font by left-clicking the drop-down menu, scrolling up and down the list with the roller ball on the mouse. Left-click the font you wish to use. You can adjust the size of the font by left-clicking the drop-down and selecting the desired font size. You can choose for the text to be bold or italic by left-clicking in the box to checkmark the style. You can also adjust the color of the text to color code your notes. Left-click the color box. Left-click in the gradient box to choose your desired color, and left-click OK. Any changes you make to the comment will be visible in the preview panel. Note that you can choose to set this font size, text style, and color as the default for future comments by left-clicking the Set as Default button. Also, you may choose where these notes will display. Once all changes have been made to the comment, left-click OK. To move the comment, left-click and hold the comment and drag it into the desired position. If you want to change the style of the comment in any way after it has been placed, you may do so within the ribbon. Left-click the comment you wish to modify, navigate to the ribbon, left-click the Font Style drop-down, using the rollerball on your mouse, scroll through the options available, and left-click the desired font. Left-click the bold or italic icon to turn on or off these options. Left-click the up or down arrows next to the font size to adjust, and change the color by left-clicking the current color, finding the new color you desire, and left-click the sample. The first comment I placed was to inform the installers of the model number for the beverage cooler. I will place a second comment for the installers to let them know the customer wants all the edges scribed out. I will choose a different font and color so the installers can easily identify the difference between the two. I will be handing this off to a design assistant to complete the bid paperwork for the customer, so I will need to make a comment on the design with my instructions. I will repeat the process, leaving the default text style intact so the assistant will know that comment is for her and to delete the comment once the tasks are complete. Two additional tools are the line and multi-line tools. These tools act as indicators to the installers to provide further clarity as to what items or locations you are referring to. Left-click the line with an arrowhead icon. Left-click on the plan view to begin drawing. Drag the mouse to the object or comment, and left-click to place. To use the multi-line tool, left-click the multi-line icon. Place the mouse where you will begin drawing. Left-click to place. Drag the mouse to the first endpoint. Left-click to secure. Drag again to the next endpoint. Left-click again. Repeat as needed. When you are finished drawing, tap Escape on the keyboard to release the tool. To quickly delete a comment, left-click the comment and tap Delete on the keyboard. You may also do this for any line or multi-line you have drawn. Left-click the line or multi-line and hit Delete on the keyboard. Comments and lines also have right-click toolboxes. Right-click on a comment and choose between Move, Rotate, Edit, or Delete. To utilize the Rotate option, right-click on the comment, select Rotate, move your mouse, or type the desired angle in the info panel to the left, and then tap Enter on your keyboard. In a line's right-click toolbox, you can choose to move, change start, change end, delete, add arrow at start, add arrow at end, both of which will become remove arrow once added, and attributes. To access the multi-line right-click toolbox, right-click on the multi-line where we can choose to add lines, remove line, delete, or access attributes. In the Attributes dialog box for both the line and multi-line, you can change the color by left-clicking the current color. Left-click the new color selection, and then left-click OK. Change the style by left-clicking the drop-down menu. Left-click an option to select. You can change the thickness with the up or down buttons and choose where it's going to display. Once all changes are made, left-click OK. To change the style of an existing line or multi-line from the ribbon, left-click on the line, come up into the ribbon, and adjust the style using the drop-down menu. Adjust the width with the up or down arrows. Change the color by left-clicking the current color and selecting a new sample by left-clicking on the desired color. The final set of comment tools are the variety of shapes to insert. Left-click any shape in the ribbon to grab it. Bring your mouse into the plan view and left-click to place. To change the size of the shape, Left-click on any of the points, and then drag your mouse to the desired size. To add comments and make style changes to this shape, right-click on the shape, hover your mouse into the toolbox, and left-click Attributes. Within the dialog box at the upper left-hand corner, you can type your comment. To change the style of the shape itself, navigate to the Style portion under the text box. Left-click the color, and left-click a new color to change the outline color of this shape. Use the drop-down to choose a different pattern for the outline. Use the up or down arrows to adjust the outline thickness. Turn on or off the fill color by left-clicking the box. Or change the color of the fill by left-clicking the white box to the right and left-click your desired fill color. You can manually change the radius as well. On the right-hand side of the dialog box, you can again customize the font, size, style, and color of the text, as well as choose which views this shape comment will appear. Left-click OK to apply all the changes made here. When you left-click an existing comment shape, you may now alter all aspects of the text and shape in the ribbon, including font, font style, size and color, outline pattern, thickness and color, select or deselect fill color, and change the fill color. And there we have it, how to use all of our measurement and comment tools. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. For more videos like this, please visit www.prokitchensoftware.com.